speaking of work ethic, all right, you know, there's a lot of people throwing out this new idea. There's a congressman who actually implemented the typical work week. They're basically saying 5 days. Is that still something that we need to be doing? Is there a better plan out there? I want to know what you guys think in the comments about this 5-day work week potentially going down to a 4-day work week. Is the 4-day work week actually coming here to America? So let me just frame this. Like, big picture, you know, people are out of work. COVID, global supply chain, global labor shortage, companies can't find workers, the Great Resignation, the Great Reset, the Great Reshuffle, all this stuff going on. And basically, is the answer a 4-day work week? Would you want to work only 4 days a week? Now, according to a recent survey here done, CNBC, in a recent survey, 1,000 workers, most Americans say what, David? They said yes.
Of course.
We're down for a 4-day work week. Here's some of these stats real quick. You can pull this up. Question. They asked this question. Are you burned out? Let me know in the comments if you below, by the way, before I get into this. Would you want a 4-day work week, right? Or do you want to stick to your 5-day work week? Yes, thumbs up, 4-day work week. No, want to stick to the typical 5-day work week. Let me know below in the comments. And David, thank you for monitoring all that. I got my guy Sounds Bye in the house. He's a good dude. So anyway, is a remedy a 4-day work week? Here's the results of a recent 1,000-person poll that this was on CNBC. Most Americans said yes. Get this. So are you burned out? 53% of people said overall, yes, they are experiencing burnout. So more than half said they are experiencing burnout. 56% of women said they are experiencing burnout. And 62% of Gen Z, your people, David.
I'm not Gen Z.
Yeah, you're the oldest Gen Z, David. You're 25.
1995.
That's Gen Z, dude. I'm sorry. You're the youngest millennial or the oldest Gen Z? Take your pick now.
Oldest millennial.
Okay, youngest millennial.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
I'm
you're the oldest millennial. We got
both
opposite ends of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Here.
So Gen Z, 62%, they're basically saying they're burnt out. Burnt out. They've been working for like a year and a half now. 2 years. They're burnt out.
Well, what do
they were
do?
the highest.
You never know. I mean, what, if they're 18, they're doing construction. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that a child is burnt out from doing construction.
I mean, you're assuming that an 18-year-old's doing construction, but okay.
I am.
They could be working in retail. They could be working doing deliveries. They could be working at a law clerk office. They could do anything.
Yeah. That's such a thing because obviously if that's the most they've ever worked, they're like, ugh, this is so much.
This is horrible.
Exactly. It's like don't cry over spilt milk. That's why a child cries. That's the worst thing that ever happened to that baby.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So the question of being burnt out, more than half, 53% overall said, yes, I'm burnt out. I'm experiencing burnout. 56% of women, 62% of Gen Z, your people that you don't want to be affiliated with.
Not
and
Gen
the
Z.
answer that they asked, would a 4-day work week help? 83% yes. 83% yes. Sign me up for a 4-day work week.
Until there's years, decades of 4-day, and then it's like a 3rd day work week. Yes. God, 4 days. I only get 3 days off.
4 days. Well, it used to be 7 days a week until basically, labor laws. Back in my day, David's old man impersonation, always a go-to, fan favorite. So then they said, all right, that's what the employees had to say. Let's talk to the employers.
Yeah.
You're going to be shocked of what they said. They said, would a 4-day work week give employers an edge when it comes to hiring? All right, so there's competition. People aren't working. What are you going to do to basically get people to working for you? You got to give them little perks.
Oh.
We'll talk about some of these perks in a second. But basically, according to a 2019 report, end of the year 2019, from the Henley Business School in the UK, where your people are from, in the UK, they said...
He's affiliating me with every group that I'm
you
not
love Chelsea.
Oh, I love Chelsea.
Exactly.
Jeez.
So according to this business school report in the UK, they said 63% of businesses said it was easier to attract and retain talent with the 4-day work week.
Dude, absolutely.
Okay. 78% of employees with the 4-day work schedules are happier and less stressed is what they found. So basically people are like, dude, this 5-day work week, it's too much for me. Let's scale it down to 4 days. So these are some of the stats that they've shown. But could this actually happen in the U.S.? So let's pull this thing up. Okay. And basically this article says, don't hold your breath, buddy. This ain't happening.
Nah.
So recently, a California congressman named Mark Takano, of course this happens in California, right? He introduced legislation to basically implement a 4-day work week. Basically not just talking about it, being about it.
Right.
Introducing legislation, 4-day work week. And he basically cited this article that in Iceland, 80% of the workforce has a 4-day work week. 80% of the people in Iceland do a 4-day work week. And then they basically said that, and by the way, just to be fair, you know how many people, the population of Iceland?
I don't.
Take one random guess, Iceland.
I don't know.
Just to put it in perspective.
6 million.
Just to put in perspective, we have 330-something million people here in America.
6 million people?
6 million. How about 366,000?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
really?
like there ain't that fucking many people in Iceland. All right, so this is not a great sample size. However, they're doing 4-day work weeks in Iceland. But you know where the concept is catching on, ladies and gentlemen? How about these countries? Spain, which they love their siestas.
Sí, señor.
Sí, señor, yes. New Zealand, down under, next to Australia. And this is something we're going to touch on. Japan.
Ooh.
Japan. So are you familiar with some of these? Japan is the #1 most overworked society in the world. Have you seen some of these pictures of Japanese workers sleeping?
I have not. I just get to the computer and open up tabs.
Yeah, that's what you're going to do.
Is this what the next one is?
So basically, Japanese workers work so much that it's basically not only encouraged, but totally acceptable to sleep on the streets. Take a look at some of these pictures that are going on here. Just Google Japanese workers sleeping. This is how burnt out the people of Japan are.
This isn't real.
This is real. Can we scroll in on that? These are people sleeping on the street. Is it homeless or just burnt out? Right?
Wow, dude.
Yes.
This guy just collapsed right
Just
in the middle.
right there on the subway.
Oh,
Boom.
look at this guy.
Yeah.
This guy got comfortable.
This guy said, "Take it all off, buddy."
This guy either got robbed or got really comfortable.
Yeah, I'm guessing very comfortable. Keep going down. This guy with that neck. That's not going to be helpful for your neck, bro. And scroll down. What's the article say?
Overtired Japan is turning to office siestas.
Yeah, basically they're just saying, just sleep, dude. They work crazy hours. So basically, this is what burnout looks like. This is what we're trying to avoid, or at least what they're trying to avoid in Japan. Now, in America, is this going to happen as a 4-day work week? Until in America, unless we start seeing people working this hard, I don't see a 4-day work week. People won't even do a 1-day work week in America today because they're collecting unemployment still. Okay? And I think 5% of Americans have basically quit their jobs for good because they've made that crypto wealth. Anyway, this was introduced by this congressman, Mark Takano. He introduced a 4-day work week. We see what's going on in Japan. So let's just break down exactly what a 4-day work week would entail. So number one, you'd be working 32 hours instead of 40. So even I asked the question over here, if you can work for a typical work week, 4 days, 8 instead of 8 hours a day times 5, and you work 10 hours a day times 4, would you do it? Most people would say yes.
Yeah.
3-day weekends, baby. Who the hell doesn't want that? So the perks, or exactly of what a 4-day work week would be 32 hours a week, not 40. You would get 3-day weekends for sure. Fridays off, right? And get this, it's the cherry on top, baby. The cherry on top. The pay doesn't decrease. You get the same amount that you were getting paid, same amount salary, same amount per hour as if you're working the 5 days.
Yeah, but you're working less hours, so your salary would decrease.
That apparently not. Apparently not.
So they would compensate?
Because they're basically saying you can be more productive. Hear me out. This is according to the Iceland study of 366,000. They're basically saying workers felt less stressed and less burnt out. No shit, because you're only working 4 days a week. But also you improved quality of work. You have more energy. You have better overall attitude. Like, thinking about it. It's Friday. No, it's Thursday. Like, hey, Thursday. And when you get to work, you know you got to work. Fully present at work, right?
Well, yeah, but it's
You're
also
doing
like,
your thing.
Holy shit, I only got 4 days to do this. Woo!
Exactly. So the point is this. This is what they're presenting this option. And they're basically saying, look, in Iceland they do it. 80% of the workforce is doing it. It's happening in Spain. They're taking siestas, 4-day work weeks. It's happening in New Zealand. Get a load of frickin' Japan. What the hell's going on there? People are sleeping on the streets like it's homeless vibes. Good to go. But what had happened here in America? I don't know. Interesting concept. Yeah. But I feel like if it happens in America, I mean, I think like America is like a symbol of work your ass off to make it. Capitalism. Let's go, baby. Not 4-day work weeks. Enjoy your nap. Sleep in, right?
Right.
I feel like in America, we got shit to do.
We got, and excuse me if I mispronounce this, Eurico. He goes, Northern Europeans are usually very productive. 4-day work days would work. However, for us unproductive Southern Europeans,
yeah,
it would not work. So I guess what he's saying, Yeah, it works in some cases.
It depends
even
on
in
your
Europe.
culture.
It depends
It's
on
funny
your
that they say Northern and Southern Europe because that's sort of like if you look at Italy, not that I'm the Italian expert of the Renaissance, but Northern Italy works. Milan,
Yeah.
Florenza, Lake Como, up there in the north. They're closer to Switzerland, Northern European. The people down south in Capri, Napoli, they chilling. They got their tan on point. They ain't working that hard.
Yeah.
They're lucky to do a 3-day work week down there. Up north, 5-day work week. So interesting. Look, I think more than anything, I saw this concept and I'm like, this is something we can discuss. This is a viable debate to happen. There's going to be people saying, no, 5-day work week, that we got to get shit done. This is what it is. Obviously, a lot of employers are going to say that. Employees, 4-day work week. So it comes down to the perspective, right? Obviously, everyone wants to have a decent work-life balance. Pat talks about this all the time, PBD. Work-life balance. That guy works harder than anybody I know. That guy could be chilling if he wanted to be, but that guy's grinding. Basically inspired me to kick my game up a notch. I was in chilling vibe for many years, and then I see this guy working. I'm like, this guy's worth 100 times more than me, and he's still working harder than me. All right, motivation right there.
Right.
So different perspectives. Employers are going to have different perspective. Employees are going to have different perspective. But basically, these are the types of things that are being talked about to what? Attract employees. People aren't working these days. Got to get these people back to work. If you enjoyed that short clip from the Soscast, click here to watch another. Click here to watch the full episode, or just stay broke.